Good morning, and thank you for joining us on TVC News this morning. As Christians world over celebrate Easter, President Bola Tinubu is calling on faithful in our journey around the world to emulate the sacrifices of Jesus Christ and his compassion as the pertinent themes of this solemn season. The President, in a statement by his special advisor during Gilali, notes that the sacrifice of Jesus Christ for humanity is an emphatic lesson for leaders and all Nigerians to yield to selflessness and compassion and be steadfast in the pursuit of a united, peaceful, and prosperous nation. President Tinubu strongly commends Nigerians for the sacrifices they have made in the past few months for the nation to be steered to the path of recovery and sustainable growth, assuring them that the seeds of patience which they have sown are beginning to sprout and will in no time bring forth an abundance of good fruits. And away from that, special prayers were offered for President Bola Tinubu in commemoration of his 72nd birthday. The prayers were held at the National Mosque in Abuja and was attended by the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, and other top government officials. TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akondi reports.
President Tinubu joined other Muslim faithful at the National Mosque to observe the Jumat prayers. It was also to commemorate the 72nd birthday of the president and pray for him and the country at a time when the nation mourns the death of 17 soldiers brutally killed in Okwama community of Delta State. Islamic clerics urged Nigerians to always pray for their leaders. Prayers was also offered for the president and the country. Vice President Kashim Shettima told the congregation about some virtues of President Tinubu, especially his generosity, without asking for reward or recognition. He also announced more donations to the National Mosque on behalf of President Tinubu.
A silent giver who has imbibed the admonition of the Prophet that your right hand should not be private. Your left hand should not be private to what your right hand gives out. He made a handsome donation of 250 million naira for the construction of Zaria Central Mosque. And here he has discovered that the environment is very suffocating. He has offered at his own expense to procure air conditioners so that the Muslim people can pray in an atmosphere of serenity.
Other government officials in attendance joined in felicitation and encouraged Nigerians to always pray for the president and support the implementation of President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda.
Very proud of him for what he's doing, but we pray that as he honored the country, as he's working hard, devotedly to reposition Nigeria, and God is showing us good signs, may God continue to strengthen him in good health.
Very special day in a very special month. That is something very significant. And I think it is not everybody who is fortunate to get this kind of blessing.
President Tinubu has tried to ensure his birthday celebration is about doing charity work. For him, he wants to focus on governance and the task of improving the lives of Nigerians. Femi Akondi, TVC News, Abuja.
And messages of goodwill have continued to pour in for President Tinubu as he turned 72. The president has chosen to go about the business of governing the country and has asked that no celebrations hold. Despite this, the messages are still coming in. The Tinubu descendants are felicitated with President Bola Tinubu on his 72nd birthday. They pray to Almighty Allah in this holy month of Ramadan to bequeath the president with sound health, more fruitful and productive life as he continues to impact the country. And for the Minister of Sport and Youth Development, Sunday Dari, he says President Bola Tinubu has proven countless times to be a remarkable leader. In his Goodwill birthday message, Mr. Dare appreciated the president's contribution to the growth and development of Nigeria over the past decades. And also the chairman of Hair Holdings, Tony Olumelu, says President Bola Tinubu's remarkable journey showcases the virtue of patience, endurance, courage, wisdom, and purposeful leadership. Mr. Olumelu, in a message to celebrate the president on his 72nd birthday, prayed to God to grant him good health and the strength to keep Nigeria on the path of sustained greatness. Away from that, the president of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, says he is yet to receive any letter issuing him a 7-day ultimatum to reverse the suspension of the lawmaker representing Bauchi Central, Senator Abdul Ningi. He said this at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja when he returned from a trip to the IPU Assembly in Geneva. National Assembly correspondent there, TVC Adeoye, has more details on this.
There has been a recurring dismal.
It appears Senator Ningi is not keeping quiet over his suspension. He maintains that it is illegal and has sent out an ultimatum through Femi Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria, threatening legal consequences if his suspension is not reversed. The president of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, on his return from the International Parliamentary Union Assembly in Geneva, says the embattled Senator Ningi still has his chance to appease his colleagues he has falsely accused of budget padding.
You know, it was a parliamentary decision, so I haven't seen the letter yet. But Senator Ningi is one of us, so I mean, what is suspension? We expect that in a few days he will join us, so it's not a problem.
Thank you very much.
It will be resolved amicably.
Senator Akpabio has also sent his goodwill message to President Tinubu in felicitation of his 72nd birthday.
Yes, happy birthday to Mr. President. We wish him more health, we wish him more wisdom, and we wish him more prosperity. Not for himself, because he's already a prosperous man, but for Nigeria.
The President of the Senate also wishes Christian faithful a happy celebration of Easter festivities. TVC News, Abuja.
We're still watching TVC News this hour. We'll be back with more stories after this break. Stay with us.